Hi and welcome to the Pete's Fishing NZ. In this video I'm going to show my new kayak anchoring setup. Used to use a dive reel based setup and that worked well for a while, but I did start finding there were some problems with the dive reel units and also the very thin line on them when things got choppy and rough. So I've changed my setup. So it's my new setup here. It starts out with quick release clip, the float. I had to use that recently and drop things, but quick release clip means that you can let go of everything if you need to in a bit of a hurry. Now the holder here I've made up is a bit smaller than most of the ones that are commercially available. This is about 12 inches or 30 centimeters long, and I've gone to that size so that it'll fit in this bag here, and that bag fits comfortably in the kayak. And yeah, it's a space thing for me. I didn't want anything really physically bigger than what I've got here with my setup. In terms of the line on it, it's a 3mm line. The back purple one is 30 meters long, and I've got a front end on it of another 15 meters in the lime green, and that gives me some idea of how much line I've got out when I'm at anchor. Above that, I've got a decent length of chain. You want a good length of chain on your anchor, and when you're letting your chain out and your rope out, you want to let out lots of it. Okay, you don't want to have your anchor just sitting on the bottom. The chain sort of acts a bit like a shock absorber when there's a bit of swell or somebody's boat weight comes through, and by having plenty of line out and having that out like that, it means that the kayak will ride comfortably, or comfortably enough in swell, or if there's boat wakes. You just don't want that line short, and you do want that anchor chain there to act as a bit of a shock absorber. Another key thing when you're anchoring out there is that you want to be anchoring off the front or the back of the kayak. I use something called I think it's a trolley rig or something like that. It's a sliding line where you can clip on here with your quick release clip and then move your anchor point to the front or the back of the kayak. And that's also really important with your anchoring, because one thing you do not want to be doing is anchoring side on. It's dangerous. It's an easy way to get flipped or thrown out of the kayak. So if you're out there anchoring, you want to be anchoring off the front or the back of the kayak, end on to any swell or any waves or any wakes off boats. But look, thanks for watching this. This is my new setup. I've used it a few times lately and I'm really happy with it. And frankly, the thicker line 3mm is just a pleasure to handle after the thin line I've used before on the dive reel. Thank you. Have a good one.